by their roster and the roles that they were playing, they were picking up point men a lot more, because the other teams in the AIC, they always play point men. They always have a point man. And Andromeda picked this up, and they usually have Vitsi and Zetor as point men. Zetor almost always, and then Vitsi as a second point man if they need it. And so they're adapting a little bit to the meta that the other teams are playing, and they're definitely with this meta, they're definitely ahead of all the other European teams on our AVA right now. And if you followed them in the competition from our client, they were doing so well with this, and their strats are so clean, and their teamwork is so good compared to everybody else.
Yeah, and you can just see Clan HeaT white here. As you can see, it's AST, Guile, AGP, June, and Tan. That is the lineup for this team here. It looks like 2 of the players use an AK-12. One of them uses a Desmodus. One of them uses an AK-47 Lion, and I think AST is the one that scopes with the R93 Wolfpack.
Yeah, that's a pretty interesting pick, but R93 Wolfpack, which is like a special version of the Blazer, because people might not know it by that name, but it's basically a Blazer, like a capsule Blazer, but it has a lot of damage, and it's quick. It's pretty effective. If you play 2 high-powered rifles like AK-12, and you have a point man, and you have a quick scope, just like the FRF2 would be really quick, or DSR for example, your team can pick up a lot of damage in a very short time. You can deal so much quick damage. So most of the rounds that are going to be played, the people that the scope is going to be killing usually aren't even full health anyway, so it doesn't matter if he's going for something really powerful or something really quick, or it's not really punishing if he goes for something that doesn't have as much damage, just because he can get more speed out of it, because he will most likely kill everyone with one shot anyway.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, currently I think the teams are just figuring out what maps they are going to be playing. Again, we're not sure if it's a best of 1 in this group stage or if it's a best of 3. Hopefully it's a best of 3, and that'll give Andromeda the best chance to showcase their skill. Make sure you guys go tell all your friends that Andromeda is playing right now. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to lack in support for this European team that's representing both North America and Europe for AVA.
I mean, you can see the Clan HeaT here. If you guys don't know this, Clan HeaT is from Korea. They have 2 divisions. Oh, I see Andromeda on the screen.
Yeah, here's Andromeda on the screen. We have Kimpa, Cyphus, Zetor, Let2, and Vitsi. Look at their stellar team pictures here. It's just excellent. There's Zetor smiling away, having a good time as usual.
And that's Vitsi.
Yep.
The second guy, and then up next should be Cyphus.
Oh yeah, it's Cyphus. There we go. Cyphus using the he's listed as using the Kraken actually.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I mean, Kimpa, dude.
The ever favorite Kimpa. Let's see, there are Kimpas in the chat. He's gonna use the FRF2 Legend in this event, I think. And of course, there's Let.
And that's Leto. I mean, this lineup though, these guys are great to play with as well. If you're playing like Match Channel or something else with these guys, you know, they're always very down to earth, and they have a really sense of friendship in their team, and that's kind of what divides them from most teams in AVA. And it's for the other teams in AIC as well. It's more than just 5 people grouped up playing a match. You know, their chemistry is insane, and you can see in their teamwork that their timing is so like flawless and everything, and they have fun doing it. So you know, this is just like all the other teams, it's very hard to beat them for us, but this is like next level AVA that we're going to be seeing.
Yeah, and it's I've been casting this for like 6 years now, like these international events, and it's still always surreal to see these players sitting in Asia against these Asian teams competing. It's absolutely crazy. But here are the maps. We're going to have Airplane, India, and then Fox hunting if needed. Andromeda is going to start on defense, and Clan HeaT's going to be on offense, so that makes my life a little bit easier with these overlays. But yeah, Airplane first, that's not actually surprising coming out from the Asian team. I would wager bet that was their pick. Asia loves their Airplane. It's probably the most played map in all the competitions in Taiwan, Korea, or Japan.
Yeah, true. we Europeans and NA players, we do India, but India is like they have to like dust it off on their on their servers. They don't play India. They don't touch it.
We're going right into the game. Now you guys have to let me know about how the in-game audio level is. Can you hear the in-game sound or not? Let me know.
Oh, they're playing so safe on one side though. Kimpa is sitting all the way in the back. They're not risking anything. A lot of sound for Clan HeaT. He misses the shot though. They're giving away a lot of info to hint towards it being a one push here. And the bomb is for Clan HeaT is slowly going towards one as well. xFire losing his helm on the grenade. Are we on the same time or?
Yeah, we're on the same time. I'm trying to fix the audio here in the first round.
Kimpa gets taken out by Ass really quickly here. First kill for Clan HeaT. Second kill, Letu dies as well. And xFire falls to John. Gil planting now. Outside of the Cyphers and xFire to make something happen. 5 players from Clan HeaT still alive. This push was so clean. The grenades were so quick. Everything was info on the map. They didn't even need smokes. But Otan falls to xFire. xFire dies to Ass with the triple kill so far. Not so the Cyphers, but he gets taken out by AGP. And that's round 1 for Clan HeaT. I mean, this gameplay, so much info. They play, what they did here is they walked up to the DD, the double doors. The first thing they take, once they know they have that, they play really easy. They naded out xFire with a frag nade across the, above the double doors. And then they flash naded him out, which made him so low health. Kimpa died by the scope, and it was all over. The site was gone. So Andromeda is changing their setup on the bomb site to avoid that from happening again, of course.
Yeah, and of course we have AIC here going back to the site, looking for picks yet again this round. He got 3 last round, can't even repeat that performance. That was just absolutely crazy what he's able to do. But yeah, he's sitting on this ramp looking to go into the site, but it's not going to happen. Not quite yet. They haven't really, they got 1 pick onto Kimpa, he's down.
Airplane to us is kind of a very defensive-sided map. xFire gets taken out by Ace so quick here. Airplane is a defensive map for us, but these teams make it look like an offensive map. They play Airplane so well, and it's like everything is muscle memory for them on this map. So, as a defending team, this must be very annoying to lose your first round so quickly.
Especially when it looks like they're about to lose the second round as well. It's up to xFire. He's in a 1v4. I don't know if he's going to be able to do this.
He has a nade though. No luck. And the lollipops are doing magic for Clan HeaT, getting 2 rounds in a row now on attack.
Yeah, well, I think in Asia, I also think that the offensive side is a little bit more favored than defense, just because about the strategies that the Asians have been able to develop.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, because the game style is different, and because these players don't usually play against each other, it develops really different strategies that are clashing right now. So you're going to see very weird things. So it's not only people think it's really easy to say that Andromeda is in a disadvantage because the Asian teams are better, but the Asian teams run into strategies that they've never seen before. Not because they're particularly very strong, but just because they don't get played because they haven't been found yet on their server.
Yeah, it's also true that AIC has also gotten 3 kills that he shouldn't have really gotten. He just kind of walked out, killed Let, and killed xFire in the first 2 rounds, and those players really didn't look like they're prepared for Scope to push out so aggressively. But we do see some kills coming out from the offensive side once again. It's going to be a 3v4 here. 2v4 now for Andromeda. It's not looking very great here in this 3rd round. Kimpa's still alive.
And AGP have been feasting on Andromeda so far. AST 7 frags 2 rounds in. That is pretty insane. But Kimpa finally gets him. AST down. AGP gets the return though, making it 5-0 for him. And now it's Scythe as 1 versus 3. Gets Otan here.
Good kills coming out here from Cyphez, but he's got 2 more to get. Yeah, he can't find it onto Kyril.
I was expecting a lot more smoke grenades and fire grenades in these pushes, but it doesn't really seem like they're utilizing, that Clan HeaT is even utilizing that much to take these rounds so far, and it's 3-0 already on the offensive side.
It really feels like Clan HeaT is just winning the gun battles.
Andromeda doing a very aggressive two-hold here. They're leaving one out entirely, and Clan HeaT is reading this right now. You can see on the minimap in the bottom right that the C4 is on bridge. They can just rotate it over whenever they want to if they read out that Andromeda is not on site 1. Andromeda doing a very aggressive 2. If they can get the bomb here, it entirely turns the tides. If the bomb on bridge dies and they see it, but it doesn't happen. Geo gets back behind the metal. Zitro drops down bridge, very risky. Let's you dies.
Yeah, it's really confusing to what exactly Andromeda is trying to do here on defense. We do see Kimpa getting a kill though, onto, who was that? I think that was onto AGP there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so excellent job to him on that, but I don't know, it doesn't look like Andromeda is being able to hold it. They've just lost 2 players now.
Wow, Vitsi pushed up and he killed Otan here with a beautiful flank. That was really good. And now Ask, Gio, and Yoon holding. Ask gets taken out so quickly here by Zitor. But the trade is made. Gio kills Zitor. Now it's a 2v2. Cyphers and Vitsi. Health advantage versus Clan HeaT. Gio dies by Vitsi. Now it's a 1 versus 2. Jun can make this happen. 17 seconds on the bomb. Vitsi dies. And Jun hides.
And now he just has to wait. And why is Cyphers jumping at the window when there's only 12 seconds left? He should have been on the bomb.
Cyphers. He doesn't get the defuse. Crazy stall. 17, almost 20 second stall by Clan HeaT, making it the 4th round here on attack on airplane. First map against Andromeda.
Yeah, that was a confusing bomb play there. It was a 2-on-2 and then it became a 1v2, and the remaining player for the offensive team was sitting in that window. They should have focused on killing him, like body blocking the bomb diffuser or something, but Andromeda didn't really do that, and they just kind of got picked off 1 by 1 in the last 24 seconds.
What Gio did, and that's how Jun died, is Gio actually went back to begin with. So I think they were willing to give him up in order to win the round in the end. But now it's looking very good for Andromeda. Is this going to be the first round? 3 Clan HeaT players are down already. Kimpa walking up mid, missing the shot there.
I don't know. Clan HeaT still has an 8-2 scope, still alive, and there's 4 players left for Andromeda.
Yeah, both
not going to be enough.
Crazy fraggers are currently still alive. So that's scary still. And it's good to see that Andromeda is not overextending. They're definitely not cocky in this tournament. You know, seeing that they're 4 rounds down right now on a for them favorite side of this map, it has to be confusing for them. Cypher's playing the platform on bomb side 2, which is notorious for him. Cypher is literally one of the best platform players I've ever seen on airplane.
Yeah,
good
indeed.
Crossfire. There we go. That's it. Exactly right.
We finally have our first round, guys. Good job to Andromeda. Hopefully they can bring it back. They have 1 more round to play before the side switch occurs. I believe they are playing on tourney rules. But here we go, guys, into the 6th round. Alright, we have...
This is beautiful. Zitro manages to cross into tunnel without taking damage. This is a crazy good control here.
Oh, and right through the smoke, Kimpa gets a nice shot onto AGP once again. So really good one-site hold here coming out from Andromeda. They got that player into tunnel like you were talking about, and that really stunts your pushing towards 1 if you're on the offensive team here. But Jun is going to go for it. Zitor going to peek out. Oh.
If Zitor wouldn't have done anything, it would have been so much harder for Clan HeaT to make a play on this. But the fact that he peeked in and died is so unfortunate for Andromeda, because now they lost what they tried so hard to get for, like, in the start of the round. They put so much effort into getting him in the tunnel with all the smokes, all the picks, and
because of that,
he dies.
They don't have a player that could rotate over into 1 site, and now they got that 1 pick onto 1, and now they can just walk into the site. Clan HeaT have the 1 site, but Kimpa, he still has the cross. There is no smoke smoking him out. He does get that pick. All up to a 3v3, but again, Jun is planning that bomb. He's probably going to go right to the window. No, he's going to go into the backs of the site now.
Remember that Clan HeaT has 2 players at double doors. This is literally the most defensive hold I've ever seen.
A guy doesn't land the second shot. Good job from Cyfez, and good job from Kimpa for getting that kill. It's now up to Otan, but he's playing that window. It's the same situation we saw 2 rounds ago. Can Kimpa and Cyfez pull this out? They're going to smoke it out.
They have to go for it now. They have to get the defuse. Defuse being done. Kempa can't make it. Get stalled.
It's the same thing, and it doesn't look like Andromeda have any... They don't really know how to play against that.
The problem with that for Andromeda is that you have to like preemptively play into it by, for example, going tunnel and holding doors instead of letting them get a plant off, because once you let them get the plant off, the next objective that you want to go for is not letting them go back, because if they still have players back, they win the stall game all the time. You can't win the stall game. If Clan HeaT doesn't mess up on the stall game, then you don't win. So like, if Andromeda doesn't preemptively, it wouldn't have preemptively avoided it, then there is no way that they would have won that anyway.
Yes, and also the sides have been switched, so Andromeda is going to be on offense now. We do have defense going to Clan HeaT. They are playing 30 rules. Let's see what Andromeda can do on offense now that they couldn't do on defense. They're down 4 rounds, but remember, it's not a best of 1. It's kind of okay for them to lose this, but still they should strive for a victory.
I think that even if they know that they're not going to win, they should still strive for more rounds to just, you know, like, they can't give up here. One cool thing that I noticed is that Andromeda uses red guns, every one of them.
Yeah, don't really know what to say about the guns right now. It's just, this Gyro guy got a really nice kill onto Zetor, but we saw Vitzi get a return frag onto AST. A lot of play going out here in the blue room and mid. We do see Cypher setting up for a 2. Notice how the Koreans were trying to go towards 1, and they never really went towards 2. And we see Andromeda, they're trying to take 2 side, which some might say is the hardest side to take. But yeah, look at this. 2 players from Andromeda have been dropped. It's going to be a 3v4 now for the offensive team. They're going to push into 2 side. They're not checking their corners. Otan got his own kill as well. As AGP there sitting on the back of that death modus. I believe it was AGP who just cleared it up there.
That was almost like a lawnmower hold for Clan HeaT on side 2. As Andromeda walked in, they couldn't even check their corners because they died on the stairs. Cyphers was the only player that even made it down the stairs. Everyone else died still in the box room or up the stairs.
Yeah, it's now a 6-1, 1 round away from Clan HeaT winning this first map. Andromeda just needs to win a few more rounds to gain some respect.
Now, if you look on the mini-map here, it's AGP flanking all the way through bridge already. So Andromeda could get a really good one play here, but if they get reaped from DD, it's all over. Yeah, Clan HeaT has so much control in this. The Korean team knows exactly what's going to happen. They have everything read out. They have one player sitting on side 2 just to make sure that nothing happens there. But I think soon enough they will realize that everyone from Andromeda is sitting in the tunnel and the DD, and they have AGP already behind them at the door, and this is going to be something special. And AST gets 3 kills here, killing almost the entire team of Andromeda. He jumps, but he doesn't get Kimpa yet. But there's Letu with the save, but that is not enough. Now it's Kimpa versus Otan. Can it happen though? Kimpa walking up tunnel, Otan watching tunnel on the other side as well. Kimpa knows he's on the left side. He saw the nade fall in. He's going to make the smoke peek, but Kimpa gets taken out by Otan through the smoke. And that is 7-1 on NRF side for Clan HeaT, taking Airplane in crazy fashion.
Absolutely crazy there. Yeah, I was really surprised that Andromeda wasn't able to put up more of a fight. I didn't expect them to really win on Airplane, but still a 7-1 is just... That's very demoralizing heading into the second map that is going to be India. Remember, Clan HeaT did pick the first map, which was Airplane. Andromeda did pick India though, so hopefully with their map pick they can strive towards some form of a win. And we can head to that third map. Also note guys that I forgot that the spectator menu also had a glitch in the UI. The scores don't switch, but the UI does, so it makes it a little bit tricky to follow along with the team bars, so I'm just going to go by what Karuna is using. Sorry for that slight confusion for 2 rounds there, as I did switch the overlays a little bit.
Oh, we can see us again.
Oh, look at that. Are you the one on the right or the left?
I'm the left, man.
Alright. I also think that Andromeda, they also had some nerves going into this game as well. I mean, you can't really just travel around the world and play at your peak, really, so I'm sure that's a factor as well.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Korea traveled as well to Taiwan, but
But Korea travels like 6, 8 times a year, so
yeah, yeah. One of the most difficult factors for Andromeda being a European team is that they don't attend as much tournaments as the other teams do. So if you face these teams now, it's almost like hitting a brick wall and then trying to find your way around it in a way.
yeah, for sure.
Looking at this highlight from Ast.
Oh, look at that. That was just beautiful. I'd also like to note that that strategy where Jun would plant the bomb and he'd run back behind, or Tan on that other round and he'd run back behind on that window, and they just play at the window on the one site there. You know, honestly, I think Andromeda, they should have been able to win those rounds. It's just they didn't have like the awareness to send someone through tunnels or something, and it's such a basic fundamental strategy, and just to like put both guys on the site is, I don't know, it's heartbreaking. And I would like to like make an excuse for Andromeda that you know, the game is different, they traveled and all this stuff, but all these players, they've traveled at least 3 times minimum, each of them. So they do have that experience as well going for them. So I think just Clan HeaT, they were just so good on airplane. There's really nothing taking away from that.
Yeah, yeah, but talking about players from Andromeda here, this is definitely the most experienced tournament player lineup you could forge out of all the AVA players from Europe and North America.
Sure.
So this is by far, I feel like this would be our best attempt anyway.
Yeah, there's definitely no excuses. It's the best we can offer, so, you know, let's hope we can cheer them on and cheer them to a victory. Yeah, some people in the chat are saying that Andrew's making stupid plays. You know, I would agree that, yeah, the plays are stupid, but there's really good reasons for why Andromeda wouldn't be playing at their peak in that first map. Second map, I don't think we should be as lenient in our judgment in the chat, but again, you know, it's just really cool to see Andromeda playing anyways, and they're probably going to try to play as hard as they can in their best anyways, so really can't break anything there. And there's a shot of the crowd. Look at Zetor.
Oh, look at Zetor, so worried. Oh.
He looks so displeased.
I think they're just going over the next map. You know, airplane is in the past, and now it's India.
Yeah, for sure. They definitely have the mental fortitude to just forget about that map and look towards the future. But the other thing to also remember is that that lineup that Andromeda has, their entire point for playing for the last 8 months has been to practice for this event. It hasn't been to play in ESL, it hasn't been to play in AWC, it's been to win this event and to get the trip and go here and perform as best as possible. But you'll just have to find out how it plays out on India.
I mean, looking at Andromeda's performance so far in tournaments, or those players individually on tournaments, they've been struggling so hard to get wins on these kind of teams. I feel like if they would win India, their momentum is so good for Fox Hunting.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry about the one text overlaying the HP there slightly, guys. I will fix that by the next game. But here we are loading into the second map. It is going to be India. We have Andromeda on offense. Clan HeaT is going to take that defensive stance. And you know what? It actually looks pretty similar to how Europeans play, but I'm sure the rotations from the defensive team will be quite different.
I think the Koreans have some nades that we have never seen before. I think that's something to consider, because the map India isn't actually as high as you would think. Like you can nade from middle to courtyard, for example, but I bet they have nades from like a middle to inside too, or something that's crazy.
Oh, AST gonna try to be aggressive here with the FG42. He's pushing up on the vent. No, he's gonna back off. He's gonna try to nade. Doesn't actually quite know the nade to nade that player that's up on vent. But we do have AGP here. He's running into Vitzi, I believe. Andromeda just got mowed down there. They did get a few kills of their own. It is going to be a 2v3. Gael did push out. Oh, he's going to get shut down from Cyphers. That's a really big kill. It's going to open up the 2 site for Andromeda. And it is actually a 1v3 for Clan HeaT here.
That's led to peeking spawn really quickly, getting the info that he will be in Z connector. And that's Andromeda taking their first round here on Attack India.
And look at the smiles. Look at the smiles from the whole team there when we switch out of the round. Excellent job there from Andromeda. Hopefully they can keep it up. Let's go into this next round.
Okay, so Andromeda leaving the bomb in spawn here definitely indicates that they're going for a very, very slow play. This is going to be a 2-minute round, I can tell you this right now. Also, do please note that Syph has got 3 kills in the first round there.
Yeah, for sure. Just for the mindset of Clan HeaT here, they picked Airplane. That's why they were so aggressive. They were showing that, hey, we have the confidence to win this map. And then you go into the second map, and your Clan HeaT, the other team, they picked this map, and then you lose the first round, and now you've lost a player, I believe. Yeah, they've lost a player too. So they're of course they're going to play a little bit slower, a little bit more cautiously before they really get their feet on the ground here. Look at this Kimpa pushing up in the staircase. He's going to try to find Jun here, sitting in the corner. It is quite the odd spot, but Kimpa always going to get shut down with that headshot.
That is the craziest one tap.
But see, when you're playing with 0 ping on a LAN environment like this, you can play these crazy corners and get these 1-taps on scopes. It's definitely very hard to scope in this type of environment. And John with that AK-12, pre-firing around corners, will take down Zitor. That is his second kill. He's held down 2 all by himself. Peeking around, sees Vitzi. Vitzi not shooting at all. Excellent job there from John. He's gotten 3 kills so far. Oh, look at this. The FG42 is coming around, pushing down mid. It's all up to Cyphers in a 1v3. Cyphers.
No, it's Cyphers. In my opinion, one of the best rifles that we have, so nothing is impossible, right?
Yeah, he's going to come around this corner. He needs to look to his left. It wasn't. His crosshair placement wasn't quite perfect there. That's going to allow Clan HeaT to take that round. So it's all tied up 1-1 now. A really exciting second game there.
I see people in the chat writing about sound or not hearing people reload or nades or nades pulled or anything like that. Do keep in mind these guys play on info, not only on sound. Sound becomes kind of not really relevant if you play in this tournament because there's a lot of noise in the crowd every round that you win or lose. A lot of stuff happening, very chaotic communication because everything is on the line here.
Yeah, well, so, Andro
like
looks like they're stacking up at mid here.
Yeah.
All 4 players. They already have lost to Vitzi. He died very early. I don't know what Andromeda's going to try to do here. They could try to push up through mid, but they're not smoking. And yeah, John is just going to push out of mid. He's actually going to go aggressive here with the AK-12. Gets 2 kills. Will eventually get shut down by Let, but that's
this Kimpa's going to meet up with Jill here.
It's a crucial kill. Kimpa not looking. Oh no. Oh, Gaio coming around the corner as well. And you know, it really looks like the crosshair placement coming out from Andromeda. The crosshair placement, it looks like their crosshair placement is for online play and not for LAN play. It's not where it needs to be when they pick a corner. And it feels like they're relying on that like half a second of lag to reposition their crosshair. And Clan HeaT, their crosshair placement is perfect. They're not getting caught off guard or anything.
I think the reason why this is happening with Andromeda right now is because they are not really up until now, they weren't really prepared for getting someone to peek out on any corner at all. Like the way they were peeked on middle, the Korean player, he jumped behind the shed, threw a little pixel, and he saw a guy, he pop flashed him, and he killed him in like a second. So
yeah, peeks
Andromeda
are
should
deadly.
be very cautious. Yeah, I think Andromeda should be cautious for aggressive peeks.
Oh, but look at this, Kimpa slowly working up, but look at this, another push coming out from Gaio. He actually doesn't get the double kill, he only gets 1. But we do see John getting a kill, AGP getting a kill of his own. He pre-fires through the smoke and takes down Cyphez. That's all up to Kimpa. He gets a pistol kill, but he will eventually get taken out. really
Now
odd
Kimpa's
push.
playing this hand cannon pistol.
Yeah. That push from Andromeda, it looked really good on that first opening pick, but then it fell apart because Clan HeaT, they just tried to push out and stop that push before it even began, and Andromeda wasn't prepared for that aggression, and it just fell apart on Andromeda, and they really didn't back out and reposition themselves, and just really lost the round, and now it's 3-1 for Clan HeaT.
Ask getting a kill on Kimpa, he's not overextending. You know,
Oh my gosh, turns around. Can't actually make the third kill, but he got enough kills on his own. Jun just comes around the corner. Peeks so...
Jun gets the sickest 3K. That is 100% going to be a replay here.
Yeah.
After the match.
Who was that player in Staircase that wasn't covering it for the rest of his teammates in Backyard there? That was just a crucial misplay, and they lost the round because of it. Jun should have been able to get those 2 kills. Absolutely mind-boggling play there from Andromeda. Did the score not update?
Yes it did.
Alright. Oh, well, Gaio just like slow peeks out, gets the kill, backs off. AST gets a kill of his own onto Kimpa. And look at these scores.
Cypher's very cautiously peeked pillar here. Vitzy gets taken out by Ast. Cypher's peeked pillar so cautiously that he tagged the guy in the head and then he went back.
Oh, Zitor wasn't looking behind him, and Ast just killed someone behind him, and what just happened?
This is Andromeda losing rounds on India now. But
it feels like there's no communication coming out from Andromeda, like they're not talking to each other. That should have been an easy call.
No.
Well, how did Zitor die then when teammate in the T-spawn died, and Zitor wasn't looking behind him from 5 feet away? That was absolutely crazy.
These guys have come too far in AVA to get mad at each other and not talk anymore or anything like that. Surely there's maybe slight irritation and confusion, but there's no way that they just let it go. Jun gets 2 really quick kills here. Kimpa peeks, but he misses.
It's all Jun getting these kills, pushing on Kimpa. Kimpa's just getting swarmed from all over. Kimpa can't cover all those angles. That's all going to be up to Zitor. He's coming out from 2. He's got 4 players to kill. He takes out Jun. Excellent job from Zitor, but he's got 3 more to go.
Now, this round from Clan HeaT is something I've never ever seen before in AVA. They had Jun solo pushing spawn and getting 3 kills, doing an inverted 1 take, which helped the guys on stairs and on vent to take 1, and he did it all on his own. Normally, people on EU, they play like 2 or 3 people and they walk up spawn, but this guy did it solo.
Oh, and look how fast Jun... Andromeda is just not prepared for the aggression, for the speed at which Clan HeaT can execute these strats.
Jun 4K.
Oh, is he gonna go for the ace to win it against Andromeda?
And there we go.
AIC is gonna take down Zitor there. And that's gonna be it.
That is nuts.
Well, Andromeda... You're not gonna like me saying this, Hench, but I'm gonna say it. Andromeda got stomped completely by Clan HeaT. Koreans are way too strong. I don't think there was ever a realm of possibility of Andromeda potentially winning this game after seeing how well they played. I don't even think Clan HeaT was even tested. Jun was just able to get all the frags for his team. AST was able to get all the frags in the first few rounds on airplane. The rest of the players really, they didn't have to go ham or harder at all. Andromeda really didn't put up a fight. It sounds very bleak, but it's the truth.
I think a factor that comes into play here is the if you go to AIC or like 2 or 3 years in a row or every international, and you lose every time, at some point you're gonna start feeling like the other teams are invincible if you play against them. So if Andromeda gets discouraged really early into a map, maybe that's what's causing these scores to fall back really easily, because they got the first round on India. They got the very first round, they won it, and then the tables turned and Clan HeaT took it back. But you could see that on their faces, they were so relieved that they finally had a round to start with. But yeah, the tables turned, the roles changed, and Clan HeaT took it back so quickly. I mean, personally,